My dear brother, my precious sister in Christ, stop everything you're doing right now. I mean it from the depths of my heart, because what I'm about to share with you has the power to shift the course of your life. Few people know this. Fewer still have ever practiced it. But those who have watched their reality bend in ways that defy reason. You've seen the title. You felt the curiosity rise within you. Listen to this prayer and money will appear in 2 minutes. And I know somewhere inside your mind whispered, can that really be true? My friend, I'm not asking you to believe blindly. I'm asking you to listen with your heart open, because truth doesn't always come wrapped in logic. Sometimes it comes wrapped in faith. I've stood in front of thousands. I've seen faces worn with worry, eyes clouded with debt, hearts heavy from disappointment. And yet, I've also seen those same faces light up, transformed, because they discovered that abundance was never outside of them. It was always within. That's what I'm here to remind you of tonight. The power that turns struggle into success, lack into plenty, and fear into peace is already inside you. It's waiting for permission to rise. My friends, people talk about wealth as if it's a mystery, as if it belongs only to the few who were born into it or stumbled upon luck. But wealth is not luck. It's not an accident. It's a frequency. Just like music has notes and colors have wavelengths, abundance vibrates on a certain energy, and that energy responds to those who are in harmony with it. The problem is most people are living out of tune. They wake up in fear, go to sleep in worry, and wonder why life feels heavy. But energy doesn't lie. Whatever you focus on expands when your heart beats in the rhythm of gratitude and expectation, my friend. You send a signal to the universe that says, I am ready. Let me tell you something that might shock you. The moment you shift your internal frequency, everything around you begins to change. You'll notice people responding differently, opportunities showing up, money flowing in ways that seem almost supernatural, but it's not magic, it's alignment. You see, everything around you is energy. Your phone, the Wi-Fi, the sound of my voice right now, it's all invisible frequency. You can't see it, but you feel it. You depend on it. So why, my friends, do we doubt that money, something that flows, transfers, and moves, could be the same? Money is not paper, it's energy. And energy moves toward belief, not fear. 3 days ago, a woman named Sarah from Michigan was down to her last 45. She was ready to give up. Her rent was due, her faith was fading, and she was one phone call away from losing everything. Then she came across this very message. She listened with her heart open just for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Yesterday, she wrote to me. Her voice was shaking. Tears filled her eyes. 8,100 had appeared in her account from a source she never expected. My friends, that's not coincidence. That's not luck. That's faith meeting frequency. That's alignment. And maybe tonight you're where Sarah was. Maybe you're tired, stretched thin, wondering if the universe has forgotten your name. I want you to know it hasn't. You were guided here for a reason. You didn't stumble upon these words by accident. Some of you are carrying generational fear, beliefs about money that were handed down to you. You were told that wanting more is greedy. You were told that struggle is noble. You were told that life is supposed to be hard. But my friend, that is not truth. You were created for expansion, not limitation. You were designed to rise, not remain. Somewhere deep inside, you've always known this, that whisper inside you, that longing for more. It's not greed. It's your soul remembering what's possible. There's a rhythm to abundance, a divine order that responds to belief. When you speak in fear, your world contracts. When you speak in faith, it expands. That's why words are powerful. Every word carries vibration, and that vibration sends a signal to creation itself. When you say, I'm broke, the universe says, as you wish. When you say money flows to me easily, the universe says, as you believe. You see, creation doesn't judge, it responds. So tonight, I want you to take a breath. Let go of the tightness in your chest. Let go of the guilt, the shame, the worry. Those emotions block your flow. And as you breathe, I want you to hear me not with your ears, but with your heart. You are not your debt. You are not your mistakes. You are not your balance sheet. You are energy in human form, capable of calling forth miracles with a single word spoken in faith. You have power over money because money is just energy, and energy obeys focus. The wealthy didn't learn that in school. They learned it in silence, in meditation, in moments of deep clarity when they realized that reality bends to the power of a focused mind. You can do the same. You can begin tonight, right now, by aligning your thoughts, your emotions, and your words with what you desire, not what you fear. Speak it, feel it, expect it. That's the key. Some will laugh at this. Some will say it sounds too simple. But my friends, truth is always simple. Complexity is man's invention. The universe operates on laws that are simple, clear, and unchanging. What you give attention to grows. What you speak, you summon. What you believe, you become. And so I ask you tonight, what are you summoning? What are you believing? Have you been telling the story of lack or the story of abundance? Have you been walking in fear or standing in faith? Because the story you tell is the future you build. Tonight we begin something new, a financial reset, a spiritual awakening, a shift in how you see money, how you speak about it, and how you receive it. In the coming moments, I'm going to lead you through a prayer, a powerful alignment of energy and intention that has changed countless lives. But before we do that, I want you to make a decision right here, right now. Decide that the old story ends tonight. Decide that you are done vibrating on the frequency of fear. Decide that you will no longer chase what is already yours, because once you decide, the universe rearranges itself to match your conviction. My friends, the moment you take that step, everything changes. Your energy changes. Your thoughts begin to lift. Your emotions begin to calm. Your circumstances begin to shift. Not in years, not in months, but in moments. And when that happens, when your heart aligns with abundance, you won't have to force anything. You'll simply receive. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, catching the right opportunities. It's not coincidence, it's divine precision. So take this moment, feel it, believe it. You're not listening to this by accident. You've been called to remember something you already knew, that abundance is your birthright. Wealth is not foreign to you, it is part of you. And as we move into this journey together, I want you to hold this truth close. You are worthy, you are ready, and the universe is listening, my friends. Something powerful happens when you stop running from your fear and start facing it with faith. Tonight, I'm not here to give you a theory or a clever idea. I'm here to remind you of a truth that has been asleep inside you for too long. The truth that you were never meant to live small, never meant to barely get by, never meant to live chained to bills, doubts, and worry. You were designed for overflow. You were designed for peace. You were designed for abundance. The only thing standing between you and that reality is a vibration called fear. Fear is subtle, my friends. It disguises itself as logic. It says, be realistic. It says, play it safe. It whispers, you've tried before and failed. And every time you listen to that voice, your light dims a little more. But faith is louder when you let it speak. Faith doesn't care about the past. Faith doesn't analyze the odds. Faith steps into darkness and says, even here I am guided. And that's where abundance begins, is not in your bank account, not in your job, but in your decision to trust something greater than fear. I've met people who had nothing but faith, no money, no help, no plan, and yet they walked into miracles. I've also met people with millions who couldn't sleep at night because they were prisoners of fear. You see, wealth isn't about how much you have. It's about how much peace you carry. True wealth begins when you realize that everything external is just a reflection of what's happening inside. When your spirit is in chaos, your finances mirror that. But when your spirit finds peace, when your heart feels safe, money begins to flow like water returning to the sea. My friends, the world has taught us to chase, to grind, to hustle endlessly. But the truth is, you don't chase abundance, you attract it. You don't earn peace, you align with it. You don't beg for blessings, you open yourself to receive them. That's the shift happening right now. As you hear my voice, there's a quiet stirring inside you, a remembrance. Your energy is waking up. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly felt deserving, not of survival, but of overflow? When was the last time you looked at your reflection and said, I am worthy of more? Most people haven't. They've been taught to feel guilty for wanting better, ashamed for dreaming bigger, unworthy of prosperity. But my friends, that guilt is a lie. The universe doesn't reward shame. It responds to confidence. Confidence is not arrogance. It's spiritual alignment. It's the deep knowing that you are part of something infinite, and that infinite energy wants to express itself through you as success, as peace, as wealth. Every thought you think, every word you speak sends out a frequency. That frequency is like a request to the universe. If you think thoughts of fear, the universe gives you reasons to fear. If you think thoughts of gratitude, it gives you more to be grateful for. That's not superstition. That's the law of energy. You can't see Wi-Fi signals, but you use them every day. You can't see the wind, but you feel its power. Energy works the same way. You can't see abundance, but you can feel when you're in tune with it. So I want to ask you right now as you listen to this, how does your energy feel? Heavy or light, closed or open? If it feels heavy, that's not who you are. That's just years of fear and belief sitting on your shoulders. Tonight, we lift it off. Tonight we remember who you are, a creator, a receiver, a vessel of divine flow. You've been walking around thinking you have to earn your worth, but my friends, you were born worthy. You don't earn worthiness, you awaken it. Do you know why so many prayers go unanswered? Because they're spoken in fear. Please help me, please save me. Stop sounding like a beggar and start sounding like a creator. You stop wishing and start knowing. I've seen it happen countless times. A man told me once I had 20 to my name. I was desperate. I was angry. But one night I shifted. I stopped saying I'm broke. I started saying money flows to me with ease. I said it like I meant it. Every morning, every night, within a week, I got a call from an old client who owed me 3,000. The money had been there all along, but I wasn't aligned to receive it. My friends, that's the power of energy. That's the power of awareness. It's not about luck. It's about permission. You have to give yourself permission to receive. You have to open the floodgates. Imagine your life like a river. If the river is blocked by rocks of fear, shame, and doubt, the water can't flow. But remove those blocks and the current rushes through naturally. You don't have to force it. You just have to clear the way. That's what we're doing tonight. Clearing the way, we're dissolving every thought that says I can't and replacing it with I can. Every emotion that whispers I'm not enough, we answer with I am more than enough. Every belief that says it's too late, we silence with my time is now, because when you change your inner dialogue, the universe changes its response. I want you to take a deep breath. Feel your chest rise and fall. That breath is proof that life is still moving through you. That breath is abundance in motion. You didn't have to earn. You didn't have to chase it. It came freely. That's how money is meant to come too. Freely, naturally, without resistance. You see, money is not the goal. It's a reflection. It reflects how open or closed you are to life itself. The more open you are to love, gratitude, and giving, the more money flows toward you because you become a vessel that can hold it. My friends, there is no limit to what you can receive when you stop doubting your right to receive. The universe doesn't play favorites. It responds to alignment. And tonight you are aligning. You are waking up. You are remembering. I know some of you have been praying, crying, hoping for a breakthrough. You've been waiting for a sign that things will turn around. Well, hear me now. This is your sign. This message found you because your energy called for it. The shift has already begun. All that's left is for you to say yes, to believe, to declare, to expect. You are about to learn a prayer unlike any other. It's not a plea. It's a command. It's not begging. It's aligning. It's not about religion. It's about energy. It's a conversation with the creative force of the universe spoken from the vibration of faith. And when you speak it not as words but as energy, your world begins to move. In a moment, I'll guide you through it. But first, you must promise yourself one thing, that you will not go back to small thinking, that you will not return to fear, that after tonight, you will speak only from the place of abundance. Because when your words match your faith, creation responds. So my friends, breathe, feel the stillness between your thoughts. That stillness is where miracles begin. You are not waiting on the universe. The universe is waiting on you, waiting for you to claim your inheritance, your peace, your prosperity, waiting for you to say, I am ready. And when you do, when you speak from that knowing, something shifts. It might happen quietly at first, a calm that fills your chest, a lightness in your body, a whisper of peace that wasn't there before. But that peace is the proof that calm is the beginning of your abundance. In part 3, I'm going to lead you into the financial reset prayer itself, the precise alignment of energy, emotion, and intention that opens the flow of money and opportunity into your life. But for now, hold this truth deep in your spirit. You are not waiting for abundance. Abundance is waiting for you to awaken. My friends, listen closely. Everything we've talked about so far, the awakening, the alignment, the release of fear, has led to this moment, the moment of decision, the moment of declaration, the moment when you stop hoping for a miracle and start commanding one. You see, faith is not waiting for something to happen. Faith is knowing it already has. And that's what this prayer is about. It's not a string of words. It's a frequency, a vibration that speaks directly to the creative power of the universe. Before we begin, I want you to understand something very important. The universe doesn't respond to repetition. It responds to resonance. That means it's not about how many times you say the words. It's about how deeply you feel them. Every syllable you speak sends a signal to the field of energy that surrounds you, and that field rearranges itself to match your vibration. So right now, as you prepare to speak this prayer, I want you to set your heart like a tuning fork. Let go of fear, let go of doubt, let go of the thought that you're trying to make something happen. You're not forcing, you're aligning, you're matching the energy of wealth, of peace, of overflow. Take a deep breath, feel the air into your lungs. That breath is proof that life already flows to you freely. You didn't have to earn it, you didn't have to chase it. It came to you because you are worthy of it. And so is money, so is success, so is abundance. These are all the same energy, moving through different forms. Now, my friends, say these words with me in your heart. Say them as if the universe were leaning in to listen, because it is. I speak now to the infinite abundance that surrounds me. I acknowledge that I have operated in fear, but I release that fear now. I let it go completely. I let go of guilt. I let go of shame. I let go of every thought that told me I was not enough. I release every pattern of lack that has followed me. I release the stories I've inherited from my past, from my family, from society. I speak freedom into my finances. I speak peace into my mind. I speak overflow into my life. Now, take a breath and feel that, my friends. Feel how those words vibrate inside you. That vibration is real. That's energy shifting. You might feel warmth in your hands, a tingling in your chest, a calm washing over you. That's your body responding to a new frequency. That's alignment beginning. Now continue with me. I call forth the money I need with divine clarity. I call forth the opportunities that are aligned with my purpose. I call forth the wisdom to recognize and receive these blessings when they appear. I declare that my season of struggle is over. I declare that doors open before me now in perfect timing and perfect harmony. I declare that I am ready to receive my miracle. And now, my friends, here is the part where you shift from speaking to abundance to speaking as abundance itself. Because the most powerful prayer you can ever speak is the one where you become the very thing you're asking for. So repeat with conviction. I am abundance in human form. I am wealth walking. I am peace in motion. Money comes to me easily and naturally. Opportunities appear in my path daily. I am a magnet for prosperity. I receive with joy. I give with gratitude. I walk in confidence, knowing that the universe supports me completely. My finances overflow. My cup runs over. I live in overflow. I am free. Pause right there. Breathe that in. That's not just poetry. It's permission. You are granting yourself the right to prosper. You are telling every cell in your body that wealth is your natural state. And as you speak those words, something begins to move. Invisible forces rearrange themselves. The vibration of fear starts to dissolve. The vibration of expectation takes its place. You see, my friends, this is not begging. This is not hoping. This is commanding reality through alignment. When you say I am, you are invoking the most creative force in the universe. Every time you declare I am, you are shaping energy into form. So if you say I am broke, you call that form into existence. But when you say I am abundant, the field around you begins to rearrange. People, circumstances, and opportunities start to align themselves to make your words true. That's the law of resonance. Let me tell you something. It doesn't take the universe long to respond. It takes you deciding that you believe it. The moment you feel the truth of your own words, things start moving. Sometimes it's subtle. An unexpected message, a new idea, a call from someone you haven't heard from in years. Sometimes it's sudden. A payment clears, a refund appears, a job offer comes. But it always happens because energy always obeys faith. There's something I want you to understand. This prayer is not about asking for money. It's about transforming your relationship with energy. Money is a mirror. It reflects how you feel about receiving. When you open your heart, money flows. When you close it, money hides. The prayer simply reopens that flow. It reminds your energy field what it feels like to be connected to the infinite source that never runs dry. Now, my friends, as you say these words again, let them soak deep into your spirit. Let them echo through every part of your being. I am not waiting for abundance. Abundance is waiting for me. I am not chasing money. Money is drawn to me. I am not desperate. I am deserving. I am not empty. I am overflowing. Feel the shift inside you right now. That warmth you feel in your chest, that calm rising in your thoughts, that's not imagination. That's energy changing shape. That's your field beginning to open. That's your frequency resetting. My friends, I've been in rooms where people spoke this prayer with trembling voices, not knowing what to expect. And within days, sometimes hours, they wrote back with tears streaming down their faces. It happened, they said. The call came, the payment cleared, the opportunity appeared. Why? Because they believed long enough for energy to catch up with their faith. Now, I want you to imagine your life 1 month from now. Your bills paid, your savings growing, your heart light, your home peaceful, your days filled with purpose. Feel it now, not as a dream, but as a memory you're stepping into, because that's how creation works. You feel it before you see it. You believe it before it arrives. You act like it's done, and the universe rushes to prove you right. My friends, right now in this very moment, your reset has begun. You might not see all the results tonight, but you've started a motion that cannot be stopped. Energy has heard you. The universe has marked your words. Your field is open. And once that happens, nothing, no circumstance, no obstacle, no doubt can block what's meant for you. The financial reset prayer isn't just words, it's remembrance. You're remembering who you are. You're remembering that you were never meant to struggle endlessly. You're remembering that wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you allow. You're remembering that you and abundance were never separate. Now take one final breath and say these words quietly to yourself. I am open. I am ready. I am aligned. I receive my breakthrough. Now that's it, my friend. That's the doorway. Step through it in faith, because in part 4, we'll move beyond speaking abundance to living it, learning how to walk, talk, and think like someone who already carries wealth in their energy, who lives from overflow, who gives and receives with the confidence of someone who knows the universe is on their side. My friends, listen closely. The prayer was not the end. It was the ignition. What you spoke in faith must now be lived in motion. Because belief without action is like a song that was never sung, a seed that was never planted. The energy you just released into the universe is alive, but now it's waiting for you to move in rhythm with it. Every word you spoke declared a new identity. You said, I am abundant, I am free. But my friends, those are not words to be whispered only in prayer. They are a new way of walking through the world. When you rise in the morning, walk as the one who has already received. When you speak, speak as someone whose words carry power. When you make decisions, make them from the seat of wealth, not the shadow of worry. You see, true abundance doesn't come to those who chase it. It comes to those who embody it. Faith isn't about waiting for something to happen. It's about living as though it already has. Every thought, every choice, every gesture becomes an act of alignment. If you're constantly saying, I hope things will get better, you're still in the energy of waiting. But when you say, things are improving for me right now, the field around you begins to rearrange. You are no longer waiting for proof. You're becoming the proof. My friends, this is where most people miss it. They pray, they speak, they visualize, and then they go back to living like nothing has changed. But energy cannot support contradiction. You can't ask for abundance and then speak scarcity. You can't claim freedom and then move in fear. You must live like the one you are calling yourself to be. You must talk like them, dress like them, think like them, act like them, because every time you do, the universe nods and says, yes, that's who they are. Now, when you walk into a room, walk with your shoulders back, your chin lifted, and your spirit calm. You're not pretending, you're practicing alignment. Wealth is not arrogance. True wealth is peace. It's the quiet confidence that says, everything I need is already in motion. It's not loud. It doesn't beg. It doesn't panic. It simply knows. My friends, wealth begins as a feeling before it becomes a number. Feel rich in your gratitude. Feel rich in your generosity. Feel rich in your breath, in your peace, in your mornings, because that feeling expands. It attracts more things to match it. You can't be miserable and magnetic at the same time. Choose the frequency you want to live on and stay there long enough for the world to catch up. Every time a bill comes in, don't curse it. Bless it. Say, this means energy is moving. I am trusted with flow. Every time money leaves your hand, say it returns multiplied, because it will. Energy always seeks balance. If you give in fear, it shrinks. But if you give in faith, it multiplies. That's how the flow works, my friends. The wealth you seek is not waiting in some faraway place. It's already here, circling you, waiting for your permission to enter. But it cannot flow where fear builds walls. That's why gratitude is the gate. Every time you give thanks, you open another door. Every time you say, I already have enough, the universe whispers, then let me show you more. Let's talk about your thoughts for a moment. Your thoughts are architects. They design the house your life must live in. If you constantly think lack, your reality must match it. But when you begin to think abundance, when you choose peace over panic, possibility over fear, your outer world shifts to reflect it. My friends, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So live as abundance, speak as abundance, act as abundance. Don't wait for money to prove you're wealthy. Let your peace prove it first. Let your confidence prove it. Let your joy prove it. And then watch how the numbers start catching up. There's something powerful about motion, my friends. Energy respects movement. When you sit still in fear, the current cannot carry you. But when you start acting like the person you believe yourself to be, the current begins to lift you. Make the call, start the project, give the gift, open the door. Every time you move in faith, you give the universe permission to meet you halfway. I want you to remember something tonight. Wealth is not only about money, it's about capacity. Your capacity to receive, to give, to grow, to trust. Every time you expand your belief, your world expands to match it. Every time you say, I can handle more, more begins to appear. You are not limited by your past, your education, or your circumstances. You are only limited by the story you keep repeating to yourself. Change the story and the scene changes with it. You might say, but I don't see it yet. My friends, the seed doesn't look like the harvest. Don't dig up your faith just because the results aren't visible yet. Keep watering it with gratitude, with action, with joy. The roots are forming. The energy is aligning. The unseen always comes before the seen. When fear whispers, what if it doesn't work? Answer back, what if it already is? Because it is the moment you decided to believe, things started moving in your favor. You just haven't seen all the evidence yet. Keep walking, keep speaking, keep acting. The field is watching your consistency, my friends. Abundance isn't a destination. It's a state of being. It's how you breathe, how you love, how you give. You were never meant to live in survival mode. You were meant to live in overflow. The universe doesn't reward the desperate. It mirrors the deliberate. So choose your energy with intention. Choose peace over panic. Choose faith over fear. Choose to live like your breakthrough has already arrived. And when others ask you, how do you stay so calm when everything around you looks uncertain? Smile and say, because I've already decided how my story ends. That's the voice of faith in action. That's the language of abundance. That's the frequency of wealth. My friends, let this be your new way of being, not just for a day, not just for a season, but for life. Every word you speak, every step you take, every dollar you spend or receive, let it all come from that calm center of knowing. That's where miracles grow. That's where the universe meets you. That's where your true power lives. Because faith is not a moment, faith is a movement. And tonight, that movement has begun inside you. My friends, lean in. Now we've come to the final part of this journey, the moment where faith turns into fire, the place where you stop wishing and start walking in your miracle. The title of this message said, few people know this. Listen to this prayer and money will appear in 2 minutes. And now you understand why. Because this wasn't about a trick or a secret formula. It was about awakening the truth that has been inside you all along. Everything you've spoken, everything you've felt, everything that has stirred in your chest during this message. It has not been imagination. It has been activation. The energy of abundance is no longer outside you. It's within you. You have moved from asking to knowing, from hoping to being. And now, my friends, it's time to declare it fully. The moment you you truly declare something, you create a vibration so strong that reality bends to meet it. The declaration of overflow is that moment. It's not a prayer of request, it's a decree of ownership. It's where you stop saying, I want abundance, and start saying, I am abundance. Because the truth is, you've never been separated from wealth. You've only been separated from awareness. Look around you. Every atom, every breath, every heartbeat is evidence that the universe gives freely. The trees don't struggle to grow. The sun doesn't compete to shine. The rivers don't panic about where the next drop of water will come from. They simply flow because flow is their nature. And my friends, abundance is your nature. The same energy that holds the stars in place flows through you right now. You were designed for overflow. Now hear me. Overflow isn't just having more money. It's having more peace than problems. It's having more love than fear. It's having more faith than doubt. It's walking through life knowing that no matter what happens around you, there is a divine current carrying you forward. That is overflow, and it begins the moment you claim it as your truth. My friends, say this quietly in your heart. I am the flow. I am the source. I am the abundance I have been seeking. Now feel that. Feel the shift. You're not reaching anymore. You're radiating. You're not begging anymore. You're becoming. The world around you begins to rearrange itself to match that new vibration. Opportunities appear. People cross your path. Ideas spark in your mind. Money begins to flow, not because you're chasing, but because you finally opened the channel for it to find you. The universe responds not to desperation, but to decision. And tonight, I believe you've made one. You've decided to live as someone who expects miracles. You've decided to stop treating wealth like a stranger and start treating it like family, because wealth was never meant to be outside of you. It has always been waiting for your permission to enter. Every time you wake up in the morning, remind yourself, this is not just another day. This is another chance for abundance to find expression through me. When you walk, let it be with gratitude. When you work, let it be with joy. When you give, let it be with faith. When you receive, let it be with humility. That's how the energy of money multiplies. It flows where gratitude opens doors. And when challenges come, as they always do, don't shrink in fear. Stand taller. Remember who you are. You are not defined by what's missing. You are defined by what's moving within you. Every time life tests your belief, it's not punishment. It's preparation. The universe isn't asking, are you worthy of wealth? It's asking, are you ready to carry it? So tonight, make this your declaration. Speak it with the same power that built galaxies, because that same power lives inside you. Say it out loud if you can. Whisper it if you must, but mean it with every cell of your being. I am no longer waiting for abundance. I am living it now. I release every fear that ever told me I wasn't enough. I release every memory of lack, every doubt, every hesitation. I step boldly into my new season. I walk with the vibration of prosperity in my words, my thoughts, and my choices. I am not chasing money. I am aligned with it. I am not hoping for miracles. I am walking in one. I am abundance in motion. I am wealth expressed. I am overflow. Let those words sink into you, my friends. Let them echo through the chambers of your mind, because every declaration creates a shift, not just in energy, but in identity. You are no longer the person who worries about the next bill. You are the one who blesses others with peace and provision. You are no longer the one who doubts. You are the one who decides. Every great transformation begins with a single decision to think differently. That's what you've done here tonight. You've rewritten the script of your life. You've stopped asking, when will it happen, and started saying, it's happening now. And that shift, that one decision, is the key that unlocks everything. My friends, when you walk away from this message, don't go back to the way things were. Go forward as who you've become. Start seeing yourself as the source of good things, not just the receiver. When you find money, bless it. When you spend it, bless it. When you give it, bless it. Every act of giving or receiving is an exchange of energy. And when you move with awareness, you stay in flow. And hear this, you will not need to chase opportunities. Opportunities will begin chasing you, because light attracts light. When you vibrate on the frequency of peace and purpose, everything that belongs to that frequency will start moving towards you. Ideas, connections, blessings, resources. The door is open now, my friends. You've unlocked something that can never be taken from you. The remembrance of your divine power to create. You are the abundance you've been searching for. You are the prayer that is now being answered. You are the miracle in motion. And if this message has stirred something deep within you, if you feel that shift in your heart right now, Then don't keep it silent. Declare it, type it, speak it, share it. I live in overflow. Let the world know that your old season has ended and your new one has begun. Because when you proclaim it, you anchor it into existence. So here's my final word to you, my friends. From this moment forward, stop worrying about how it will happen. Your only job is to remain in faith, in gratitude, in motion. Keep speaking life. Keep moving as though the blessing has already arrived, because it has. The universe has already started delivering on your declaration. Look for the signs, the small wins, the unexpected messages, the gentle nudges of intuition. They're not coincidences, they are confirmations. Proof that your words have power, proof that the universe is listening, proof that your miracle is already unfolding. You are no longer the seeker, you are the receiver. You are no longer praying for change, you are walking in it. So lift your head, take a deep breath, feel that peace rising inside you. That's the frequency of abundance, that's the sound of alignment, that's the song of overflow. And now go live it, speak it, breathe it, share it, because your miracle, the one you've been waiting for, has already begun. And now, my friend, as you seal this powerful prayer in your spirit, I release this divine acceleration over your finances. May heaven's treasury now open over your life with supernatural speed. May unexpected financial blessings locate you within minutes. May every blocked financial channel now burst open with miraculous abundance. Carry this unshakable truth in your heart. The same God who rained manna from heaven now commands financial miracles to manifest instantly. The same power that multiplied the loaves and fishes now supercharges your resources beyond natural limits. The same faithfulness that provided the coin in the fish's mouth now orchestrates immediate financial breakthroughs. Let this eternal reality become your financial foundation. Your faith has activated heaven's rapid response system. Your obedience has positioned you for sudden wealth transfers. Your spiritual receptivity has made you a magnet for divine provision. Walk forward as heaven's financial miracle, radiating the confidence of one who knows money, obeys divine commands. Demonstrate the peace that comes from trusting Jehovah Jireh completely. Embody the authority of a child who knows their father owns everything. Go forth as a living testimony of instant provision, carrying not just the hope of financial breakthrough, but the tangible evidence of God's immediate faithfulness. May your life become a living demonstration that when God's people pray in faith, heaven's economy overrides earth's systems. As you seal this powerful prayer in the secret place, I release this prophetic declaration over your financial destiny. May the floodgates of heaven's abundance now swing wide open over your life. May supernatural provision chase you down and overtake you in the most unexpected ways. May every financial curse be broken and every channel of wealth be unlocked by the power of your faith-filled declaration. Carry this eternal assurance with you. The same God who transformed water into wine at the wedding feast now transforms your financial lack into supernatural overflow. The same power that multiplied the widow's oil now multiplies every resource you possess. The same faithfulness that guided Abraham to great wealth now directs your steps to divine opportunities and strategic connections. Let this holy truth become your financial constitution. You are not begging for provision. You are enforcing a blood-bought inheritance. Your words are not empty sounds. They carry creative power to shape your financial reality. Your faith is not wishful thinking. It's the divine currency that withdraws from heaven's unlimited account. Walk forward as a living financial testimony, radiating the confidence of one who knows their supply is guaranteed by an eternal covenant. Demonstrate the peace that comes from trusting Jehovah Jireh in every circumstance. Embody the authority of a beloved child who knows their father owns everything in heaven and on earth. Go forth as heaven's wealth representative, carrying the revelation that your prayer has activated a supernatural transfer of resources from the unseen realm to the seen realm. May your life become an undeniable demonstration that when God's people pray with faith and authority, mountains of debt must move and oceans of lack must part. In the mighty name of Jesus, the one who became poor that we might become rich, I seal this financial breakthrough upon your destiny. May your story become a living textbook of divine provision for generations to come. Amen.